honestly sad how most girls don't see themselves as worthy of the opinions of other people. It's sad how girls tear themselves down so they don't have to listen to others do it for them. Too hefty, too tall hair, too short, eyes not blue, breasts and butts not thick enough for the liking, and definitely not smart enough for anyone that comes their way. Mirrors are like peers that allow us to constantly pick ourselves apart piece by wretched piece. People will pick at their personality and their looks, and they don't believe they're good enough to breathe the air that surrounds them. Depression will set into their souls, and tears will sting their eyes. Most thoughts are even said aloud to these girls by the guys. We've grown to accept that it's okay to hate ourselves, and we've learned to be like we feel and feel like we're not good enough. Parents and friends try to make us feel better by telling us that people are just jealous, that hurt people, that we're better than the negative thoughts and comments that are fired at us and stabbed into our backs, but you cannot let the wounds turn you into the person that you're not. We still have bullet holes and wounds that have tried to heal, but will always remind us of how we will not be good enough for anybody, because that is what society has said and that's what society has taught us. But in reality, you're only as awesome as you think you are. Who freaking cares if your eyes aren't blue about the numbers on the scale? Who cares about the clothes you wear or you not being 6'2"? You could be the juiciest, ripest peach in the entire universe, but there's still going to be somebody that hates peaches, and there always will be, and that doesn't change that you're you, though. And you cannot change who you are and what you look like just because somebody doesn't approve of you, because you will always be called names, and people will always judge you. Trudging through the halls of my high school, I've been called them all and judged by everything I've done, and it can be annoying at times, quite frankly, coming home and crying day after day, crying ourselves to sleep, looking into the mirror and seeing what they're all talking about, almost agreeing with them, but they were wrong, and you had to believe that they were wrong. You need to get a better mirror and look a little closer, even stare a little longer, because there's something in you that made you never give up regardless of what the others have said or done to you. And it's almost ironic, though, how we own vanities, but we were not allowed to have vanity. How we are now told to love ourselves, but then we get called conceited and a narcissist once we start to believe we're worth something and beautiful in our own eyes. To love or to not love thyself, back and forth, thoughts conflicting, all we ever wanted was to be loved and accepted, but it has less to do with the truth and more to do with the opinions, as if opinions can tell us the truth, as if the truth were honestly just lies. Opinion is really the lowest form of human knowledge, though. It requires no accountability and no understanding. And the highest form of knowledge is empathy, for it requires us to suspend our egos and to live in another's world. It requires profound purpose larger than the self-understanding. And we want the world to love us so we can love ourselves, but we need to love ourselves before we can love anybody and before anybody can love us. We have the steps all mixed up, but we can't get through our minds that it's all wrong, that we are wrong. And we just need to accept that we will never be good enough by believing that we already are good enough, that we've achieved everything we've already wanted to. And sometimes we just want to be good enough for all the wrong reasons, but we should want to be better for ourselves and not for the pointless reasons such as other people's opinions. They just tell us to think happy and that we will be happy, and they say the negativity of the world cannot put you down unless you allow it to get inside of you, but it's easier said than done to block it all out. We all have to know that there is something that we're good at and that we are worth something, but maybe we just haven't found it yet. We just have to do more of what makes us human, what makes us happy, and one day you just kind of wake up and you look in the mirror and you decide, who cares? That no matter how you feel, you got to get up, dress up, show up, and you never got to give up because you're worth something and you have to see it in you. That words are messy and people are cruel, that this world is what you make it and you have to take it. Be the beautiful in the world, be the difference, for beauty begins the moment you start to be yourself, and to me, that is the most beautiful you can be. And once you learn how to be happy, you won't tolerate being around people who make you feel anything less, and this is when we start the real journey, and where we can enjoy it, where we can do things that make us and our souls happy, because we, you, him, her, they are the beauty in the world.